Hello and welcome to another episode of the Tejano Traveler. I'm your host Wally, and today we are on the Texas Hill Country, taking a look at the Guadalupe River and tubing at the Rocking R. As you can see, I'm fashionable here with my float, and most people when they come here, they like to float down using the inner tubes that you usually see, which are donut shaped, but I kind of have been preferring the ones where you sort of sit in them. But anyways, um, you come here, you check in, the water's nice and cold. It's sort of slow at first, but there are rapids, which I kind of actually hated. But more on that later. But you see, when you come here, you see all these groups and they like to stay together, so they will either link up with a rope or something, and that can kind of get annoying when you're trying to get past them when you're just two or three in your party or one. But it's still nice to come here and enjoy. And I have lathered myself with sunscreen so that I don't burn, but I still pretty much burned. And I had this camera case that is supposed to be waterproof, but it's not blurry proof. So for some of these shots, you'll see it be kind of blurry, like right here, and then halfway through, I just eventually abandon it and take out my camera and very carefully film while I am in a place where the water isn't flowing so fast. But you can see there the water does push you down. It does have a current. It does have a nice emerald green color, which is kind of cool to see, since I think most of these tubing places have their own unique color for tubing. But if you come here, you can have 2 hour floats, 3 hour floats, 6 hour floats. I think 6 hours is way too long. 2 to 3 hours is probably my maximum limit. And you come here, you bring your drinks, you bring your snacks, and you just enjoy going down the river. There were certain parts where I got stuck, and I just sort of decided to stay there and enjoy the moment. But here I am finally getting rid of the camera case. And you can see how much clearer it looks and how beautiful this area is. And it is a river, so it does sort of take you somewhere. It takes you through some pretty nice scenery, and there are rapids, which I hated because I was not in a inner tube, so my butt kept hitting the bottom of these rocks, and it was kind of uncomfortable. So by the last one, I just got myself up and I walked across it, which was kind of odd because it is very uneven. They don't do anything with the rocks; they just leave them there. So very uneven surface. But still, this was my favorite area when we finally got here towards the end of the floating. As you can see, the water does move pretty fast here, so be ready and prepared for it. It's probably not the most kid-friendly out of the three Central Texas tubing areas. I would probably, if you have kids, do Landa Park. If you're pressed for time, probably San Marcos, and then this would probably be my last resort out of all three of the Central Texas tubing places. But it was still worth it, and it was still nice having done all three of them. So if you come here, make sure you're prepared for that. Also, you can bring your own floats and wear aqua shoes because the ground is very uneven and just sharp rocks and stuff. But still, it was an enjoyable afternoon spent just floating down the river and enjoying life and getting burnt, and it was good. It was a good experience. I definitely recommend it for everybody. And of course, I struggled with posting this video because of all the stuff that's been happening with the Guadalupe River lately, but hopefully enough time has passed to where I can just post the video without much talk about other things. And you do get a ride back, so that's always good, that you don't need to park yourself somewhere. The bus is not air conditioned though, so it is kind of hot in there and muggy, and it felt weird. But definitely go check it out, especially if you want to do all the different tubings in Central Texas. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.